Hi, everyone. Coach Mo Fall here with a bright sunny day here in South Florida. Welcome to one of my motivational Mondays. And I'm here to talk today about something that is like its own epidemic. Not to use a crazy word, but it is. All women in the professional career world are familiar with the word imposter syndrome. As a matter of fact, according to KPMG, a study that they did, 75% of high-ranking professional women experience imposter syndrome. And 85% of women believe that it is a commonly experienced thing among women in corporate America. I don't know what those other 15 to 25% are doing, but I think it's pretty much something that women learn to live with or navigate or don't navigate. And here's the thing. Of executive men, the numbers are like half of that, 20, 30%. And when asked about workplace dynamics to help reduce feelings, 47% said that their manager could help with these feelings. And 72% said that when they took on a new role, a new responsibility, that they were doubting their ability and they looked for a mentor or a trusted advisor for advice, how to navigate it. Like, we need help to up level, people. That is the bottom line. And what is imposter syndrome? How do you navigate it? Do you have it? I'm going to cover all of these things in the next 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to dive right in. I'm career coach Mo Fall. Around 10 years ago, I left corporate America so I could help professional women up level their careers. I saw so many falling behind or failing to move up for reasons that were mostly internal. Hardly ever did it have anything to do with competence, credibility, or the work product. So as a woman, we're raised in a different set of rules of engagement than most boys and men. And that, I believe, participates a lot in this syndrome called imposter syndrome. I see it in my coaching. I've helped coach over 2,100 professional women over the years I've been doing career and executive coaching. Even the highest level women are unsure how to navigate the minefields and how to handle power. You know, boys and men are given their power gear really early and young in their development. Women aren't even ever handed it. Hey, honey, here's your power. Hey, go exert yourself in the world. Hey, go do this. You're great at that. Now, that does happen sometimes, but for most women, we are raised with self-doubt. And don't do that, you're going to get hurt. Don't do that, you're going to prove the boys that aren't that smart. Don't shine too brightly to take away from others. Share your toys, share yourself, take care of others, all of this stuff. So if that's the programming, of course, when we get into a powerful position, we're going to be like, oh, do I have to share this? Do I have to give it out? What do I have to do with this? So imposter syndrome, oftentimes for professional women, is a clash between our social programming and our conditioning up until this point and responsibility and power that we've earned. They don't go hand in hand that often. And this is the work that I do as a career coach. I help women pull together the realities and the concepts of power and self, power and purpose, power and still being a woman in the world. All of these can be interwoven, and you can wield great and authentic power in the world and have a fabulous career and impact. The impact you make as a professional woman is all about influence. So I believe that imposter syndrome has a lot to do with women not feeling that they're allowed to influence others. Oh, what do you think? Oh, what do you think? Oh, what do you think? Look, I'm all about getting collaborative, collegial, and cooperating with others. But if we keep asking others for guidance, information in order to make decisions, we're going to have imposter syndrome because that's not how it works. What works is for women to know who they are deeply inside and intertwine that internal self with power. What do I mean? Well, at the beginning of my coaching, module 1, week 1, we dive into the soul. I help every woman create a soul print and a personal mission statement. This is their guiding North Star for who they are in the world. And I'll give you an example. Most women, one of the internal values they have is loyalty. Now, as you can imagine, this gets overplayed all the time. Women are loyal to a fault. And I always say, leave the high level loyalty to personal relationships and have the loyalty that's sent out and shared in the work environment be more of a neutral situation where you're loyal to those who you must be or need to be or have seen that it's worth doing in the workplace. Loyalty is earned in the workplace. It doesn't have to be earned in personal relationships. This is where women sometimes have a disconnect because in the workplace, loyalty should be in doses. That's one way that we can wield some power back by not just giving loyalty out as a free gift, but keeping some of it and being loyal to a point. Being loyal to the point of, hey, when do we stop? Mo, when do I know when to stop being loyal? When it impinges on you. You see, the number one ingredient in navigating imposter syndrome is knowing what you want, knowing what you're all about, and knowing the decisions and the place that you want to go in your work, in your professional endeavors, and in order to accomplish the work that is in your responsibility in the job that you have. If you don't know what you want, where you're going, where you want to take your team, where you want to take the project, where you want to end up in a week, 30 days, 60, 90, a year, 2 years from now, if you don't know where you're headed, you're going to have imposter syndrome, and it's going to leak out as self-doubt, asking too many questions, needing guidance from others, having to have everything that you're doing validated. This then leaks into our subconscious self, and we start going, hey, are you sure about this? Hey, Ted didn't agree with you there, so maybe you shouldn't go in that direction. Yeah, but Frank did, and Frank's a little bit higher level. And then Sally, who's even at a higher level, thought it was a good idea, but how do you navigate Tim and Frank not agreeing, even though Sally does? So all of that indecision, self-doubt, and needing to be validated all along the way ruins our path. Now, there's no path in life that is a direct linear path. No, no, no. It's always turning and twisting. And if we have self-doubt along the turns and twists, it turns into imposter syndrome. Here's something about human psychology and personal development that you must know. Get out your pens and paper and write this down. You are wired for negative bias. You are wired to see what's wrong. Only your prefrontal cortex, that executive decision maker in your brain, can help you overcome those thoughts. But here's an even better, I won't say weapon, but here's an even better tool, an instrument that you can use, your inner self-guidance system. This is why I coach and teach our clients in my 12-week soul-powered career workshop how to bring their soul back to life, how to know who they are on the inside and use that for their guidance system. It's sort of like having a built-in GPS where you know where you're going. And if you veer off to the right, internally you're saying, okay, do a legal U-turn here and get back on track. Get the off the exit and get back on the highway. That internal guidance system is your cure to imposter syndrome. Yeah, but Mo, how do I get that? Well, you get it by doing the inner work. How do we do inner work? Number one, we take full responsibility for our career, where we're headed, what our outcomes are, what our pay is, what our impact, how we're using our education and leveraging our expertise. We take full responsibility for that. Number one, that full responsibility then comes with a list of things that have to be executed on for you to make the best with what you bring to the table. This is why I start all of our clients with their internal guidance system, their soul. Not only their soul print, who am I as a soul, but also the personal mission statement. Not only who am I on the inside as a soul, but what am I all about in the world? Now, a lot of people misinterpret this and they think because we're talking soul, that means you have to be a yoga teacher or have an embroidery shop. No, 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 no. You can very easily be an accountant, an engineer, a marketing professional, a physician, an attorney, an IT professional, cybersecurity. You can be all of those professions and more with your soul and personal mission statement having a bigger purpose, because your internal purpose is weaved into your professional education, expertise, and experience. When we weave your soul power into what you know, into what your power and truth is, we get very, very powerful. And you're able then to speak at the level that you should be at, the career level, the compensation level, the level of influence and contribution in your company will match how you feel about yourself inside. Matter of fact, it probably already does. And if you're not where you want to be in your career, you better take stock of it and take responsibility. We can help you sort that out. Simple, complimentary career clarity call, mofall.com/talk. That's how we get into the nitty-gritty of what's going on with you and what is it that you need to get to that next step, or what is it that you need to heal inside to get into the true power. I've worked with women who have job trauma, who've had bully bosses, who've been replaced, out-promoted, pushed aside, told to stay in their lane, told not to contribute in meetings, uninvited to meetings, fired, laid off, all sorts of get out of our way. That creates internal wounds. And if those internal wounds are leading the way, you're going to continue to have bad work environments. When we help you heal up those internal wounds and get fully strong in your capabilities, get fully strong in your soul, and get that GPS back on track, you can achieve better than you've ever achieved before. Many of our clients are able to successfully climb 1 or 2 layers above where they've been. And as you know, that usually equates to a $30,000 to $50,000 increase in pay for that year. And then all of the tools and techniques keep building. It's compounded interest, compounded benefit for your career. It's a marvelous thing when you're in your power, and it's horrible when you're not. My mission, our mission at Team Coach Mo, is to eradicate workplace suffering, struggles, and stifling for professional women and lead women into their power in a way that feels soul-based, purposeful, and authentic. That's what we're looking for as the new world, a soul-powered world where women are in their power, women at the highest levels that they're educated and experienced for, and totally rocking it in every organization in this country and on the globe. How's that for a great vision? You too can overcome imposter syndrome by doing the inner work and taking full responsibility for being congruent with your soul, with your personal mission statement, and with how you do your professional you. Learn more on a complimentary career clarity call at mofall.com/talk. And if you are one of our grads, or if you're one of the women who are currently in our program, get back into that training, get back on those coaching calls, and let's keep up leveling you to the next and the next. The world needs you, and we can't wait to see you shine. This is Coach Mo Fall on imposter syndrome and how to clear it out of the way, how to remove that problem so that you can totally kick ass and own your soul power and your career. We'll see you on the next Mo Live and in the workshop. Get in there. mofall.com/talk. We'll see you there.